I've given up on the idea of the perfect dinner party, the one where everything goes right and no one leaves. I've given up on the impossible meeting time and the inbox at 0 and the reprieve of the particular tasks that we're never gonna get to done. I've given up on a particular version of myself that was always running from the sun of what I actually am. The things I've given up on in the best way are the things that were costing me most. The things I've given up on in the best way were the particular kind of ghost of the life I thought I should be living, rather than the one I was. The things I've given up on in the best way are the things I never should have started. The things I've given up on in the best way are the ones that had me most hearted in the wrong direction, toward the wrong arrival. The things I've given up on in the best way are the most worth the survival of the giving up, of the honest sorting. The things I've given up on in the best way are the most worth the courting of the actual in their place. I gave up on having the opinion everyone respected at 35 when it exhausted itself. I gave up on the particular impressive version of the life and let it rest on the shelf of the trying, of the performed. I gave up on the particular idea that I hadn't conformed enough to someone's idea of the arrive. The things I've given up on in the best way are how I've survived into the actual. The things I've given up on in the best way made more room for the things worth the keeping. The things I've given up on in the best way were the most worth the sweeping out of the particular house of the self I'm living in. The things I've given up on in the best way are the things I never should have started. The things I've given up on in the best way are the ones that had me most hearted. The distinction is important between the giving up, that's the giving in, and the giving up, that's the giving room for what's worth the beginning again. In the honest version, the things I've given up on in the best way are the most worth the excursion. To the after, the giving up, the things I've given up on in the best way. Freedom, the cup for the actual, which is the point. The things I've given up on in the best way are still going without me just fine, and I'm still going all also fine. Better actually. The quiet used to frighten me in my early years. I filled it constantly with noise and movement. At 20, the quiet felt like the absence of the living. At 50, the quiet is its own particular improvement on the noise. The quiet is the thing I seek now. The quiet is what the Thursday is for. The particular quiet of the bar before the crowds is what I drive across the city for. Getting comfortable with the quiet took the entire first half of my life. Getting comfortable with the quiet was harder than the noise and the strife of the doing, of the constant filling of it. Getting comfortable with the quiet is the thing the years have given me. Getting comfortable with the quiet is the specific kind of free that the younger me couldn't have imagined, couldn't have wanted even. Getting comfortable with the quiet is the particular even of the life at 50. After the decades of the learning, getting comfortable with the quiet is worth every year of the earning. I sit at this bar sometimes in the quiet hour before the crowd arrives on Friday evening, and feel the particular quality of the bar before it fills. The particular kind of breathing that the bar does before the Friday crowd. The bar breathing in the quiet. Getting comfortable with the quiet is knowing the bar without the riot of the crowd, knowing the actual bar, the bar in its own particular quiet before the Friday hour. Getting comfortable with the quiet showed me what was underneath the noise. Getting comfortable with the quiet showed me the most particular joys. Our quiet ones are the bar before the crowd ones. Getting comfortable with the quiet is the thing the years have given me. Getting comfortable with the quiet is the specific kind of free. I've been thinking about the years of the filling, the constant filling of the quiet with the noise. Getting comfortable with the quiet is the particular poise that comes when you run out of the things to fill it with. Getting comfortable with the quiet is the most particular gift of the later years, of the the particular later years. Getting comfortable with the quiet is the least expensive of the years. In terms of what I needed to be comfortable, just the quiet which was always there. Getting comfortable with the quiet was learning to be there, in it, with it. Getting comfortable with the quiet, still getting there. Still the bar before the Friday, still the best hour, still the quiet, still mine. They played an old song in a bar I didn't know. Somewhere in a city I was passing through. I stopped at the doorway for the particular reason of the song and what it used to mean for you. I went in and sat at the bar for the length of it, the way you do when a song requires you. The bartender didn't ask what I was doing. She seemed to understand the sitting through. Old songs in new places do a particular kind of archaeology. They dig up what you put down years before, with their specific and personal topology. Old songs in new places find you when you least expect the finding. Old songs in new places are the most particular kind of reminding that the years that you've accumulated are yours and living in the music all along. Old songs in new places are the proof the past is strong, enough to travel with you into the unfamiliar. Old songs in new places are the most particular. The song that played was one from a specific summer, the summer of a person and a city I knew well. I sat at the bar in the unfamiliar city, and that summer came back in its particular smell of the air and the particular apartment, of the thing we had that summer and let go. Old songs in new places are the things that still know what the years have tried to file away. Old songs in new places know exactly where to find you. Old songs in new places know exactly how to remind you of the years you thought were settled, of you thought were done. Old songs in new places undo everything at once. Old songs in new places find you when you least expect the finding. Old songs in new places. Oh, the most particular kind of reminding. I sat through the whole song and ordered another, and let the summer do what summers do. When they come back through the particular music into a bar in a city you're just passing through. The song ended and the bar returned to normal. The bartender refilled without my asking. Old songs in new places are done when the song is done, and the summer goes back to wherever summers go between the years. Old songs in new places still find me after all these years. Old songs in new places still finding me in bars I don't know, in cities passing through, in the middle of the ordinary. There you are.
The last Thursday of the year, I always order the last round a little more deliberately. The last round of the last year is the most particular kind of carefully considered final glass of the year. The last round of the last year at this bar has the particular kind of clear of the year concluding in the particular light. The last round of the last year is the most particular kind of accounting. The last round of the last year is the most particular kind of mounting and settling of the year. The last round of the last year is the one I take the longest with. The last round of the last year has the particular kind of myth of the ending of the particular kind of year. The last round of the last year is the most worth the particular clear of the sitting with it, of the year in the glass. The last round of the last year is the most particular kind of last glass before the new year. I've had 22 last rounds of the year at this bar in the particular December Thursday, the particular end of the year's particular bar. The last round of the last year changes every year. Some years the glass is heavier, some years the glass is lighter, some years the glass is clear. And some years the glass has the weight of what the year was. The last round of the last year is the most honest of the year's glasses. The last round of the last year has the particular kind of masses of the year. In one particular last glass, the last round of the last year is the one I take the longest with. The last round of the last year has the particular kind of myth. This year's last round of the last year is sitting in front of me now. The last Thursday of this particular year, at this bar in this particular house, of the sitting with it, of the year that was. The last round of the last year is the most particular kind of pause between the year that's ending and the year that comes. The last round of the last year is the particular sums of the year. In the last glass, in the last light of the last Thursday of the year. The last round of the last year, setting it down now. The year is done. The new year comes tomorrow. This glass was the right way to end it. Happy New Year. To the bar, to the years, to the particular still here.
I've been watching my husband age for 20 years. The gradual particular changing of the face, the hair that went gray first at the temples, then worked its way with considerable grace across the rest of him, and the reading glasses on the nightstand now, and the way he takes the stairs more carefully. And I love him more than I know how to say. For every single change of it, loving someone who is getting old is the particular privilege of the long thing. Loving someone who is getting old is the highest and most honest kind of ring you can give to the living of a life for someone, seeing the whole arc and still the yes. Loving someone who is getting old is the most profound kind of tenderness. Loving someone who is getting old is learning every version of their face. Loving someone who is getting old is finding love in every trace of the years on the body and the mind, in the gray and in the glasses and the care. Loving someone who is getting old is seeing them everywhere, in every version, in every year. Loving someone who is getting old is what keeps me here. I see the young man sometimes in the older one, the particular way he holds his glass, the particular laugh that hasn't changed in 20 years, the particular thing that always lasts. Beneath the changing and the years of it, he's still himself inside the older version. Loving someone who is getting old is the most complete kind of immersion in a person. All of them. Loving someone who is getting old is knowing all the chapters of the story. Loving someone who is getting old is the most complete kind of glory that love offers if you stay. Loving someone who is getting old is the full price of the stay, and worth it, every version of it. Loving someone who is getting old is learning every version of their face. Loving someone who is getting old is finding the love in every trace. I asked him once if he minded the gray. He said he minded it less than he thought he would. I said I don't mind it at all, and I meant it the way that only the true things could be meant completely. Loving someone who is getting old is the most particular kind of clearly seen and held and loved. For the full and actual person, loving someone who is getting old is the deepest and the certain kind of love there is. Loving someone who is getting old still, yes. After 20 years, still all of them, still mine, still the yes. At 30, I wanted everything immediately. The answer and the outcome and the result. I had no patience for the slow unfolding, no patience for the gradual adult version of the things I wanted. I wanted them arrived and done. The patience I didn't have at 30 was the most expensive run of the impatient years. The patience I didn't have at 30 arrived somewhere in the middle 40s. The patience I didn't have at 30 was replaced by the most particular kind of stories I'd accumulated of the things that took the time they needed. The patience I didn't have at 30 is what I have in abundance now. The patience I didn't have at 30 arrived, and I don't know how exactly. Just the years of the impatience, teaching the impatient what the patient knows. The patience I didn't have at 30 is how the actual life goes. More slowly and more honestly than the 30 version thought it would. The patience I didn't have at 30 is the most particular good I've been given by the years. I waited 2 years for the right thing once. At 30, I would have forced the wrong thing earlier. Now I know the waiting is the most particular work, the most particular kind of terrier. Holding on, not for the desperate reason, but for the right one. The patience I didn't have at 30 is the most worth the season of the waiting. The patience I didn't have at 30 was earned by the years of the impatience. The patience I didn't have at 30 required the stations of the wrong turns to understand. The patience I didn't have at 30 is what I have in abundance now. Oh, the patience I didn't have at 30 arrived, and I don't know how. I've been thinking about what I'd give the 30 version of the things I have now. The patience would be the first thing on the list. The particular how of the waiting without the desperate, of the trusting the time. The patience I didn't have at 30 is the most particular kind of rhyme between then and now, between the impatient and the patient. The patience I didn't have at 30 is the most worth the ancient years of earning. The patience I didn't have at 30 is here now, sitting with the drink, not rushing anything, not forcing anything, just here, just patient, just 50. The same morning, every day in different light. The same cup of coffee at the same time. The same view from the same kitchen window. The same small ritual that makes it mine. People ask if I get bored of the same morning, the same window and the same coffee routine. I say the same morning is never really the same morning. There's always something in it to convene. The same morning every day is different every day inside. The same morning every day has something new to find. The light is different and the season's different, and who I am today is not who I was. The same morning every day is different just because. In autumn the window has a different quality. The light hitting the building opposite at angles new. In winter the dark lingers past the coffee, and in spring the birds come back, and so do you. You come back in the spring mornings by the window, your particular memory attached to April light. I drink my coffee with the ghost of the April, and let it be the thing it is in the right. The same morning every day is different every day inside. The same morning every day has something new to find. The light is different and the season's different, and who I am today is not who I was. The same morning every day is different just because. I've heard it said that routine is the enemy of the alive and the awake and the present. I think the ones who say it haven't found yet the particular gift of the same morning's pleasant. Consistency is a container for the noticing. The same shape giving you the room to see what's different, and the same thing every morning. What's new in the perpetual and the free. The same morning every day is my best teacher now. The same morning every day is showing me how to pay attention to the incremental, to the gradual and the shift. The same morning every day is the most generous gift. The same morning every day is here again. Coffee, window, light, different. The same. We hadn't seen each other in 8 years. We sat down at this bar at 8 in the evening and didn't leave until the bar closed at 2. The 8 years dissolved with the first drink leaving. The particular gap that 8 years makes between two people who once knew each other. The 8 years wasn't nothing, but it also wasn't what either of us thought when we sat back down together in the same bar. The night of the long conversation, after the 8 years of the not talking. The night of the long conversation was the most particular kind of walking back into the before, into the the night of the long conversation was the 8 years compressed to nothing. The most particular kind of bluffing that time does when you put two people who knew each other back in the same room. The night of the long conversation took the 8 years and the gloom of the gap between us and turned them to the 2 a.m. The night of the long conversation was the most particular kind of him, to the continuing of what was real. We talked about the 8 years first, then we talked about what came before it. Then we talked about the things we hadn't said when we'd been in each other's orbit. 8 years ago, before the various things that separate, we talked until the talking found the underneath, the particular underneath of the 8 years late, and the underneath was still the same. most particular kind of bluffing. We didn't promise to not leave it 8 years again, but this time the actual phone numbers were exchanged. And this time a particular distance between us has rearranged into something more navigable. The night of the long conversation, may the 8 years the reason for the night of the long conversation, which was worth the 8 years somehow. The night of the long conversation, 2 a.m., 8 years gone, still here, both of us still here. Before you knew me, I was someone different, or the same person without the particular shape that years of being known by you has given. The way that knowing someone is an escape, and also a construction and a landing, a way of being given back a form. Before you knew me, I was less certain of what I was inside the world's broad norm. Before you knew me, I was less defined. Before you knew me, I was less inclined to understand the shape of my own edges. The thing I am is witnessed by another. Before you knew me, I was missing that one cover. You've seen me in the versions that most people don't, the morning one and the under stress one, true. The one that comes out only late on Fridays, and the one that I didn't know before I knew you. Before you knew me, some of those were hidden, even from myself, behind their various doors. You've been the witness to the fuller version, and now I'm more than what I was before yours. Before you knew me, I was less defined. Before you knew me, I was less inclined to understand the shape of my own edges. The thing I am is witnessed by another. Before you knew me, I was missing sing that one cover. I sometimes think about the years before you found me, not with sadness, but with a particular interest in what I was before the being witness, and what I was when I was at my earliest. And I can see what I was working toward, even then, without knowing toward what. Before you knew me, I was heading somewhere, and somewhere turned out to be you. Before you knew me, I was on my way to this. Before you knew me, I was heading toward your list of people who would come to matter to you, and you to them the way you matter to me now. Before you knew me, I was figuring out how. Before you knew me, and now after you know me, still going, still becoming, still yours, still mine.
Thursday evening in December has the particular quality of the year's end. The city is different in December Thursday evenings, a particular kind of send. Offer the year in the lights and the particular code. Thursday evening in December at this bar has the particular kind of old and familiar of the December that comes in.